Warning: the following episode contains movie clips featuring stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, JacobTube Productions must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this episode. That means don't age restrict me, YouTube. Hi, I'm Jake from JacobTubeHD. Welcome back to the movie I want to talk about. The show that gets age restricted. The last time I talked about this franchise 4 months after that episode's release, no matter how hard you try to censor it. Why am I doing this again? Because I hate anyone whose account is under 18 or doesn't have a YouTube account. It's okay though. I'm not bitter at all. I totally don't teach a seminar on how to fake your age when making a YouTube account. That would be crazy. I'm only doing this because I have a score to settle with this franchise. I talked about the main 4 films but skipped over the prank spinoff. I'm giving this film its own dedicated episode for being too different from the other 4 films. So you know what? I'll do an episode on this spin-off and see what YouTube does about this one. Are you going to age-restrict an episode about an old man? Well, technically it's Johnny Knoxville dressed as an old man, but you get the point. So let's see what you got, YouTube. Let's see you try age-restricting this shit. I might be antagonizing YouTube, who could delete this channel at any moment, but they aren't going to do shit because they're just a bunch of pansies. So let's review this shit. This is Bad Grandpa. This film is about Irving celebrating the passing of his wife. However, when his daughter arrives with his grandson Billy, Irving has to travel cross country with Billy to deliver him to his deadbeat dad. They make pit stops during the journey to engage in some hidden camera pranks, because like Bad Trip, this film has a scripted narrative that is told through pranks on random people. This is a spin-off of the Jackass franchise, since Irving is a character Johnny Knoxville would play in the Jackass movies to prank people. None of the other Jackass guys are in this film except for Knoxville, but Jeff Tremaine and Spike Jonze return to write it, and Tremaine also returns to direct it, like the other Jackass films. The film also was dedicated to Ryan Dunn, who is a Jackass cast member since this was the first Jackass piece of media to release after his passing. Also, like the other Jackass films, there is a full movie titled Bad Grandpa .5, which is filled with deleted scenes and interviews detailing how the film was made. You might wonder if taking a character from the Jackass films used to prank people for a few minutes could be turned into a full movie, and would it be any good? The answer is yes, it actually can be good. Johnny Knoxville really shows off his acting abilities here, being able to play the comedic side of Irving as brilliant as he does in the Jackass films, but is also able to step up to the plate when we approach serious moments in the film. Jackson Nichol plays Billy in the film, and he's just fun to watch from start to finish. Knoxville and Jackson have a nice dynamic together that you can instantly connect with and have a fun time with. Some of the pranks don't really serve a purpose to the story, but most of them do a great job pushing the story forward and are also just fun to watch to see how people react to these crazy scenarios. It is a narrative that you can connect with and surprisingly has an emotional payoff. My one problem with this film is that it's labeled as a Jackass film. This film doesn't have the charm the other Jackass movies have. The pranks and the stunts are hilarious, but what makes the Jackass film special is the camaraderie between all the guys, because they're just friends having a good time. You lose that with this film since it's just the pranks with a loose narrative tying them together. The movie has its own charm, but loses what makes Jackass so special and what brings me back to each of the 4 main films. It doesn't contain the same amount of fun a normal Jackass film would provide, but this still contains its own amount of fun and heart. Bad Grandpa gets a 3 out of 5 penguins run over. Well, that was fun. My spirit just feels better. I really got all that anger off of my chest. I'm a new man. A new man that doesn't hold a grudge against YouTube for age restricting an episode 4 months after it was released and expressing that anger through an episode I had already had planned before this age restriction happened. I should do this more often. Express my feelings and emotions instead of just bottling them up. Is this what normal people do? I use therapy to cry about bad movies. Is this what normal people do during therapy? Because now I feel a sense of clarity and fulfillment. Who knew that getting your anger out about a video you worked hard on getting age restricted would feel so good? Because of the feeling I'm feeling right now, I'm just going to keep bottling up my emotions and anger long enough for me to do this again and feel this good again. I won't feel this good if I consistently express my feelings. I have to do it when I have so much anger bottled up and I need to get it out in all one giant burst. This is fun and exciting, and I want to do this again, just in a lot of time from now, so that it feels just as good as it does now.